So the producer with me on this album 2020 is Alyssa Arrigo, a pianist and a teacher, professor, someone I've known for probably like 15 years now. We went to the Chicago College of Performing Arts together and actually lived across the hall from each other. Used to throw things at each other all the time while not doing music theory homework. But we've been close friends and great colleagues, and she was the perfect person to be a producer on this album. I really wanted somebody who had the kind of understanding of music in an in-depth way, with theory, but also with music history, to understand kind of the scope of what I was trying to accomplish with the project and the entire concept. She's also someone who knows my music really well. One of the pieces that I consider maybe like my first serious piece I wrote back in 2006, and it was actually for her. She sang it for me for a class recital. So she's known my music really well and had a good understanding of kind of where I was going with my music. I think in having a producer, it's really important to have the trust that you need, that somebody's going to give you real honest feedback, and also understand, the artistic concept, but also whatever limitations the audience may have. And she was perfect at that. So Alyssa played piano on Grandma's piano and Together Again, track 1 and the final track. And that was awesome. We recorded that on her grand piano in her home. And she had the music to Grandma's piano far in advance. We had been talking about this concept, this idea, and I sent her the sketches as I was kind of writing the whole piece. It went through a big number of changes until we got to the final version that it was. And what I loved, I think one of my favorite parts of recording was hearing the end in Together Again, when she brings back the theme from Grandma's piano from track 1 and kind of wraps up the entire album. The piano really is kind of the representation of nostalgia throughout the album, and so I think she hit that perfectly. It's very kind of forlorn at the beginning, but then at the end it has a little bit more of a positive feel. So she knew exactly how to kind of bring that out of the piano and also evoke all of those different complex emotions in wrapping up the album.